GhostF kers is the 10th long-awaited episode of Helluva, airing on Halloween 2024. In it, Blitz is dealing with the breakup of S2E10 by going ghost hunting with Millie. Shenanigans inevitably ensue. The episode begins with Millie getting everyone coffee. Moxxie's order is very long and says Foxy, which is a callback to Truth Seekers. Blitz has a frap and Luna has a little bone in hers. Vraska is still office neighbors with the IMP, which hasn't been called back to at all since Spring Broken. But it turns out the IMP's in the red because Blitz spent all their money on stupid decorative horse plates and a bunch of owls just for Luna the Burn. How exactly Millie didn't know about this, I don't know.
Hey, I got an order here for 100 more wacky owls!
Fuck.
You could refuse the drop-off if you have to sign for them.
Hey, I haven't seen you guys in a while. Do you want to hang out? Okay, that answers that.
And before Moxxie has to take up a career of being me, we see Blitz and he's watching porn, eating spray cheese and criers, which is like briars. He's taking the breakup of S2E10 pretty badly, even though he's been completely fine in all the shorts. I guess Amberlin really got to him. Also, Bethany GhostF kers is played by Charlie. Millie tries cheering him up, but this goes nowhere, as there's a client. This is Rita, she is adorable, and I love her, and she's played by Jinx. So Linda Belcher over here says she was off by a ghost.
I don't know how to tell you this, but when humans die, they either end up here or up there.
Purgatory doesn't exist in the Helluva-verse.
Oh, okay. I don't understand.
Ghosts aren't real, lady.
Ghost. I heard ghost.
So Blitz has a thing for ghosts, and he decides to use one of his free spaces to take Millie. And the other enemy is upsetty, so Moxxie has to spend the night with Luna. What could go wrong? Like Blitz spray painting the car. So after making it to the human world, they find a spooky haunted house. Blitz blew a couple thousand on a vacuum cleaner and a vibrator. Probably also the cosplay. The front desk guy is played by John Waters, no relation to Brandon. He's a gay, very raunchy filmmaker famous for Hairspray, Pink Flamingo, and Crybaby. He's hesitant at first to let them in, but he recognizes Bethany Titfucker. Tells them that a ghost is killing all the people staying here. This decapitated one is Rita. You can tell from the hair, the glasses, and the fact that her center head is floating. They get the keys, and there's some stereotypical ghost stuff, like the eyes on the paintings are moving, and the cut phone is ringing. Millie drops the hard F phantom, and they find two old people. The guy's reading What is Gay Sex, and the lady's reading How to Eat an Entire Plane. Hell yeah, it's edible. Unfortunately for Blitz and Millie, it turns out the old people are kind of badass, which leads into a chase. They left a flub in where the wife forgot his husband's name. For some reason, this kid's dressed like Cartman from South Park. And then there's a full-on Scooby-Doo room gag. Ditching the vacuum, they escape into the vents. This is Millie's last straw because she has bills to pay and she's tired of Blitz's role-playing. They split up just for Blitz to find blood and then fall. He thinks he finds Millie, but it's a continued hallucination. He gets harassed by different Millies from different episodes, like this one has a broken glass in her eye and a branch sticking out of her hair like Murder Family. This one's burnt in a suit like Lululand. This one's like mutant fish Millie, like in Spring Broken. This one has angelic angel sticking out of her like in Cherub. And of course this episode. Then he sees his mom. But then trauma as she catches on fire and her eye falls out. Millie finds Blitz's skull thing and finds him in the corner. She cheers him up by telling her the story of how they met. Long ago in the Flying Dutchman, when Millie was in her long hair era, she had a run-in with Moxxie and Blitz that we don't get to see. So Blitz is trying to recruit her. She doesn't trust him at first because no other imp is self-employed like he is. Is it me or does Millie look way taller in this scene? Beelzejuice. So after some tossing her around, eventually she comes around to the idea. You can instantly see she's less tired and more happy around Blitz and eventually her husband. Yo, seen Luna! You can't just use this design for 5 seconds. Eventually they get the office and all their current designs. Even the electric eels. Millie feels like they don't exactly deserve this, and Blitz kind of sounds like I do when I try cheering people up and say, fuck you, we got this far. Moxxie and Millie can see the IMP building from their apartment. And from that day, she learned to be more live free and care less. So yeah, her life is better with Blitz in it. So he takes that shit off and they go back to ghost hunting. Kind of immediately recognizing that it's an infestor demon, and it's John Waters. He turns into an epic Mickey monster, and then into his full demon design. And his probably envy ring demon is pretty badass compared to some imps. Going into the theater of Blitz's mind, and he gets to see his past from his point of view, seeing the circus fire and Blitz picking up his mom's eye, which was foreshadowed earlier. He was hit by his dad. He actually did see burning Viscerali before he ran. He was not allowed to visit him in the hospital. Blitz's perspective from Ozzy when Viscerali gets in his face, and Veronica. And seeing Eminem hug and Murder Family, and I think Dorks. Love the detail you can see the reflection of the screen in Blitz's eye. His perspective of getting rejected by Luna and Spring Broken, and getting kicked in the nards and seeing stars. Seeing Barbie, rejecting Stolas and Ozzy's, getting the Osmosine Crystal, seeing Stolas last episode. Millie tries helping him out, but he's getting forced Clockwork Orange style to watch it. So John Waters just possesses Blitz. And he flails around like a fish. But unfortunately, he didn't realize that Millie is the powerhouse of the team. Knocking John Waters out of Brandon Rogers. And then Blitz just electrocutes him with a vacuum cleaner. Best friends. And Blitz no longer wants to have a three-way with Eminem. Okay, maybe Moxxie. As he solved their financial problem. Okay, never mind. So he relaxes with watching musical porn. Which, yes, is a real thing. You can hear Charlie singing about GhostF kers in the credits. This episode's great. John Waters does a stellar job as this creepy hotel demon guy. I adore seeing more of Millie and actually learning about her past and why she puts up with Blitz, and seeing the two bond when she and Luna are usually the most underdeveloped ones. And of course the animation, emotions, and whatnot the show's usually great at are still great here. I'm glad they kept the focus just on Blitz and Millie and didn't cut back and forth all the time with Luna and Moxxie, even though I kind of wish we did get to see what's going on there. The whole GhostF kers jokes does get a little like, whatever in the first half of the episode, and they should have just probably kept it to a singular Ghostbusters joke. But overall, I did enjoy this episode. 9 out of 10. Let me know your opinions down below, as well as hitting that like button and subscribe button.